Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Garion Conley, the one to bring him down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He's going to float this over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Mike. Yellow. 180. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, one set.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr now to throw. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's coming, double up. Hey, check 24.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, 57, 57. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Go, go, go.
Now Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Kansas City.
Yellow. There's a little lady. Hey, dribble it, dribble it. Let's go.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Harrison
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On second down, Jacobs. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
What down? 180. Move it down. What's up? Back. Hey, 734. Bravo. 50's the money. 50's express. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On first down, Richard. Chris Jones on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Carr gonna throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Xavier Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. You're mine.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was looking for Watkins that time. Third down here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. Travis Kelce. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 97 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. The point after is good, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Point after up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Counter play with Jacobs. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Carr gives to Richard. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll run it with Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Hey, Riplis.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Yellow. There's a line, right?
54. Come on. Come on, D. Bang, 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 bang.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Butker's kick here. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent.
In Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Kill. Express.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Shoot. Express.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Bashaud Breeland, the one that got him down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Richard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
93.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Hey, Delta.
You better.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And the kick by Butker is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Deuce right, C.
Blue draw Corkers.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mike. Down. 185.
Mike. Hey, here we go.
We're done.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Carr completes it. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
12 more yards. That's another Raiders.
Carr now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Express.
50.
On 1st down, Richard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
We're good. 180.
Let's go, baby.
180.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score, Chiefs 34, Raiders 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Line 54. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 43. 43.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Express.
Now Carr. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Richard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
2-18, chopper.
Heroes 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 59.
Hey, 15.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, blitz coming, and down he goes. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday, on
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I got you, son.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Carr now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Show it up.
Raider 9.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Express.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr, and an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Deuce right, Chief. What's up?
They run the counter. It's Jacobs. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down to the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
Marshallati.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch that. Bravo! 54. Mike, 54. Here we go.
Right there. 54.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Oh, you got deep?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Just like that.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Mike, check, 59. Alpha, I got you. 59's Mike, check, 59. What we got? Easy. 59. Mike's 59.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Mike's 5-4. I got you, boy. Hey, one set. Check, Mike, 54.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Vontaze Burfict able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Rip left.
15.
Mike's 5-4.
Delta.
Mike's 5-4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, ain't all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.